Hello YouTube, it's me, it's Michael B. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. And if you're a fan of video games and horror movies, and especially when they're combined, well, today we got a very special video for you because a brand new game, or yet set of games, is coming out based on horror movie franchises, Halloween, and The Evil Dead. And I'm going to tell you more about it right after this. So that's right, in today's video we got a lot to talk about because horror movie fans and video game fans rejoice because there's two brand new horror-inspired video games coming out in the very near future. In fact, they're going to be sold in a twin pack based on the Halloween movie franchise and the Evil Dead movie franchise. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much everybody for checking out the video, guys. I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time to the channel, you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notification, all that YouTube jazz. So if you've been watching me for a while on YouTube, especially all the way back in the NES days, you would know that I absolutely love horror movies, video games, and especially when they're merged together. Classic 8-bit side-scrolling NES games are my jam. Now, unfortunately, we never ever did get an 8-bit or 16-bit Halloween video game. No, the last time one of those came out was on the Atari 2600, which you can see here. I reviewed this a very long time ago here on YouTube. Look at all that black hair instead of the gray hair I have now. Anyways, this game was a hoot, but I always wondered what a more modern version of a Halloween game would look like. Well, news dropped just yesterday. You can see it here on IGN. That's the article I'm pulling from, that two new games from the Halloween franchise, the first time since the 2600, are currently being worked on by Boss Team Games. And with one of the games being shot or developed in Unreal Engine 5 and having John Carpenter directly involved. So he's going to be involved with the storyline. So, of course, my mind started to wander all the time. What would it look like? We've seen modern games like Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which are kind of these survival Dead by Daylight type games. So maybe it'll be something like that. That's what we think of the Unreal Engine 5 game. But what about the other game from Boss Team Games? Well, today we found out that one of the games from Boss Team Games is actually going to be worked on also by WayForward and is going to be a side-scrolling action platformer. I mean, you can't write this up, where you actually play as Michael Myers. Now, I don't know how you play as the villain. Usually with these games, you play as the kids trying to take down the villains. Like, take, for example, the excellent Nightmare on Elm Street on the NES, developed by LJN and Rare, and I absolutely loved it. You played as the kids, and the whole idea was you were trying to get through Elm Street and take down Freddy at the end. I always assumed if they did a modern or, you know, an 8-bit, 16-bit Halloween game, that's what it would be based on. I didn't think you'd actually play as the, you know, psychopath Michael Myers on a killing spree. But that's not all, guys. To the surprise of everybody, there's also another game that's going to be attached to this. This is actually going to be a horror movie, horror game double feature. And the second game announced was a surprise, coming from the Evil Dead franchise, Ash vs. the Evil Dead. I mean, who doesn't want to play as the iconic Ash Williams, taking on Deadites, looking for the Necronomicon? I fell in love with this character the first time I watched Army of Darkness. So excited to check this out. This one's more along the lines where you do play as the hero. Now it looks like Halloween is based on the original 1978 horror movie classic, based on the original movie, except you are playing in the role of Michael Myers, taking out the residents of Haddonfield. Maybe it's based on Halloween Kills, which was the weirdest friggin' movie ever, where Michael Myers just started killing everybody because evil dies tonight. The Evil Dead side of the equation doesn't come from any of the movies. It actually comes from the Stars series, the very good Stars series, by the way. Ash versus the Evil Dead, which if you haven't had a chance, go check it out now if you're a horror movie fan. It's absolutely ridiculous how the Deadites come back and everything that happens. Went 3 seasons, ended way too early. Go check out Ash versus the Evil Dead on Stars. Now, I don't know a lot about Boss Team Games or Retro Realms, but one company involved here that I do know a lot about is WayForward, and I just reviewed the excellent Contra Operation Galuga, so this is the next project basically coming from WayForward. I've always thought their products were pretty good, excited to see what they do with these 2 franchises. Now you guys are saying, Mike, you're a home arcade channel now. Why are you even covering this stuff? Mike has always been Mike. I'm going to talk about the stuff that interests me. And of course, I love horror movies. I love video games. And there's always been a special place in my heart for where those 2 things merge. So anyways, what really excited me about this, and here's what's interesting for arcade fans. This is the article that came out from IGN today explaining why Boss Team Games was working on this. It says, everyone at Boss Team Games are huge fans of horror, and getting to work with these legendary properties is a dream come true. So one thing they mentioned, but it has been an amazing experience collaborating with WayForward and our licensors to create not 1, but 2 fast-paced 90s arcade-style games while remaining true to the original Halloween film and the Ash vs. the Evil Dead series. So anyways, guys, this looks really friggin' cool. Again, I'm interested to see how it works. You can take a look at some of the images that they've got there for the game. This is the one I actually use for my thumbnail in the background. There's Jason using some kind of special slashy move. Phelps Garage 24-hour towing, where he got his suit. I don't know if this was Phelps Garage was from Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, I think. There's just him absolutely killing someone on the street. And there's him in front of the iconic house. So then we move over, and actually this is part of something we're going to talk about in a minute. You can actually play as Laurie Strode in the game as well if you get like one of the advanced copies. So that's another thing Halloween fans should be excited about. I'm guessing she controls the same way as Michael does. You can see there's some action platforming there. At first I thought it was going to be more of a beat-em-up style game. There is Ash, of course, with the Necronomicon, I think it is, in front of the famous cabin. So, they're knocking this stuff out of the park. There he is with his boomstick, not Glenn's boomstick, but Ash's boomstick, blowing away Deadites. There's also a really cool scene in the trailer. It shows him jumping up to put the chainsaw on to fight a Deadite. It looks really cool. Yeah, I mean, these look like they're going to be excellent. You get to drive the classic car from the game. This just looks fantastic, man. And the other bonus that if you buy the pre-order on this one, you get to play from the girl from the Ash versus the Evil Dead franchise. She's cool, but I mean, it's hard not to say, where's Pablo, right? Anyways, there's another look at her playing in the game. I'm super excited to try these out. Now, if you are interested in pre-ordering these 2 games and playing them, if you're a horror movie fanatic who loves arcade-style action platforming games and you just love horror movies, you're probably going to want to do this, especially if you like collectible shit too. There's a couple different collector's cases you can get. This one is $99.99 US shipping and handling. You actually get a collectible box featuring a Halloween arcade cabinet. I don't know exactly how big it is, but I would imagine that would look pretty cool sitting next to your Replicades. You get 1 physical copy for your selected platform of where you want to play the game. You get a Michael Myers enamel pin, and you get an exclusive 12-inch Michael Myers plush Laurie Strode playable character in-game, Halloween trading cards, 2 Halloween arcade tokens in acrylic display case, exclusive steel book for the game featuring Michael Myers, and a digital soundtrack. Also, right now on Amazon, you can find Halloween Retro Realms Special Edition. It comes in a special collectible VHS-style box. You get the physical game plus bonus DLC character. Laurie Strode is your playable character. You get 11 by 17-inch poster of the game title, Halloween, the Halloween playing cards, and the collectible 8-inch plush Michael Myers. So that's available October 18th. Pre-order now. I'll leave a link down in the comments below. It is a affiliate link, so keep that in mind. But yeah, you can go check out Halloween Retro Realms. Like, these two games look amazing, and get all the collectible stuff if you're so inclined. So get ready, guys. October 18th, just in time for Halloween, you can check out the new Halloween 2D arcade action platformer, and of course the Evil Dead 2D arcade action platformer. Unfortunately, I'll be in Chicago at the Pinball Expo, but I know the first thing I'm doing when I get home. So guys, pretty friggin' rad announcement. I love classic retro style games. Love seeing companies do this. WayForward is one of the best companies at delivering these. I don't know much about Boss Team Games, but the fact that they love horror movies and are making this happen, double thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited to play a new Halloween game. I don't know about playing as Michael. I've always wanted to play as the people trying to avoid Michael, the teenagers, his family members, depending on which storyline you want to follow. And of course, there's been lots of Evil Dead games over the years, but not like this, so I'm excited to try it out. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the announcement today for Retro Realms? These two games, the double pack, coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and more. Is this something you're interested? Will you be picking it up? And is anybody going to get one of these special editions? That VHS case looks pretty rad, right? Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.